I was vacuuming, and I mean, just look at this, guys. This is crazy. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the vlog. This is Car Connections. Make sure you subscribe, turn on your notification button. I have an update for you guys. I've owned the Dodge Durango Hellcat for about a good maybe week and a half. I'm quite disappointed, specifically around quality. Love the rig, the power is amazing, it fits perfect, but I'm gonna tell you something right now. Dodge was rushing to build these vehicles for sure. You know, I heard timelines that they needed to get these trucks out by June. It took delivery, what, a week ago in March? So they're rushing. They're cracking the whip to get these things done. And I'm gonna share with you guys some of the quality measures that have been either missed or completely overlooked. And it's early. I'm noticing other things the longer I keep it where I'm like, it's disappointing. Am I going to return the rig? No, I love the rig. Also, I'm aware that this is a Dodge vehicle, right? And when you buy a Dodge, guys, you're not getting the best fit and finish and quality. And you got to accept that. If you cannot accept that from Dodge, as a Dodge owner, you're going to be disappointed. And yes, I'm disappointed, but I love the Durango. I love the power, and that's what you look. I mean, the power makes you oversee a lot of things, which is sad, and that shouldn't be the case. I think Dodge can build a very good quality vehicle if they take their time, but I think they rushed, and it's extremely disappointing. First thing I'm going to start with is the infotainment system. It works great when it works, and the surround sound system on here is fantastic. However, it is glitchy, guys. You'll be driving it and then the screen will just freeze. Like you turn on the volume won't work. You change it to say Sirius XM, nothing's playing. You put it even on regular FM and AM, and it just freezes. The screen freezes on you guys. I'm gonna see if maybe there's an over-the-air update. These do offer over-the-air updates if you connect it to your home's Wi-Fi. So I'll be checking on that. Hopefully Dodge is able to do that. I'm not sure if they can. If you guys are aware of that, please comment down below. If that's the case, I'll look for an update and hopefully that goes away. But I'm telling you right now, guys, quite glitchy. The other thing I just want to talk about since I'm on here, and I just want to point this out, these vents are shaped in a certain way, and they're kind of shut out so weird that it's hard to position them in a way that the air actually hits you properly. And again, now I know I'm just getting a little picky. I get it. And maybe for everybody, it's going to be perfect. And granted, that's fair, right? It depends on the height. But if you really look at these vents, like some of them are shut down and some of them are open. And it's hard to see in there, but it looks like some of them are completely closed and then some of them are open. And I tried looking in there to see if maybe some of them are broken or it's just not, it's missing it. I don't know. I just feel like these vents don't open up all the way. Change it over here to make sure that I have the correct setting, and it's doing some, I don't know. You got to pull it on full blast on the AC for it to properly kind of give you the proper ventilation. Am I going to return the Durango? I want to continue to mention this. No, hell no. I love the rig. Hard to see, but some of the stitching here that they done on the dash, it doesn't really line up, and the creases they have on both of these sides here, there's some creases here. I think you guys can see them here. Let's see. It's kind of weird, like it doesn't line up perfectly. And then the other thing is on the steering wheel, everything is perfect. This lines up perfect, but if I go underneath the steering wheel here, guys, so you guys can see, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it almost feels like the leather is almost like literally popping out, and it's like it's coming out of here. And again, I haven't done anything, but you can kind of see it there. I don't know if you guys can see that pinch, and it's not the same. Everything's perfect here, just on this side. The steering wheel is just, again, it's nitpicking, but that should be in there. But you can feel it when you turn the steering wheel. You could tell something's not in there properly. Going down to the footwells. This was what's a shocker. I was vacuuming the vehicle, right? And when I vacuumed, I went ahead and removed. These have these little pinches here that you press down and see it unbuckles it. But as I was vacuuming over here, I started to notice that this was extremely loose. And I was vacuuming, and then I looked up here, guys, and I mean, nobody looks under, and I get it, but I was vacuuming, and I mean, just look at this, guys. This is crazy. I mean, look at this. I would have imagined this would have been somehow like sprayed on with glue and maybe glued on there, but I mean, it's extremely, like, it's just crazy. And maybe I was spoiled, right? To be fair, my wife and I came from a BMW X5, and that shit doesn't exist on those vehicles, guys. One thing you're gonna know if you ever get in a BMW or Mercedes, this shit, it doesn't exist. It's not even in their world. It just doesn't exist. Their fit and finish and their quality is spot on. Do they have 710 horsepower? Hell no. Do they have an M5? Yeah, they do. But it's also gonna cost you, $150,000. So, who's underneath here and seeing this? Typically your owner like myself, because we vacuum our cars and you start to see that even the way the whole thing's moving here, it's like it wasn't put on here properly. And it's not just in the front. Even if you go back to the rear seats here, you can see so much better with the LED lights, by the way, after I replaced them. This right here has like a weird uneven hump. I'll move it here. And again, it's very hard to see, guys, but it's weird. It's almost like it's really, really loose and bendable and flexible. And I don't know if they skipped out on glue. I don't know if glue goes at the bottom of this to keep everything really nice and tight and compressed, but everything is very, very loose. Like it's almost like if the rug on the truck is floating inside the vehicle. That's the best way I can explain it. The other thing I just wanted to say too is, you guys see these SRT logos on the rear seats? They're not on the third row, understood. But when you buy a Hellcat, they should come with these in the back. I've already had 2 people that follow my channel that have told me they've gotten their Durango Hellcat and it doesn't have these logos embroidered in the second row, which kind of sucks. However, it could also be extremely unique. So if you have one that you did buy a Hellcat and they're supposed to come with this and now they don't have this could make your car even more unique because of the rarity of people getting seats that were straight from the factory with it missing the embroidered rear seat. So if you have one, yes, that sucks if you wanted it, but at the same time, it does make your car, trust me, extremely rare. Who knows how many of them actually exist? So the Durango was already rare. I believe if you're missing this, it makes your Durango even more rare. Again, I love my Durango Hellcat, guys. Just took her for another wash today. But, again, you got to accept the fact of what you're buying. If you cannot accept the fact that you are buying a Dodge product, and I know I hate to say this, they're not up to the standards of the fit and finish. And you can go all around it, right? Like right here, it's, everything is perfectly even, a nice gap right here. But don't you try to come over here and see the same thing. You can see that this really, it's not even, my finger gets stuck because it's extremely popped out of this side compared to this side. This side's perfect. The other thing I noticed in taking her is both doors are not closing evenly. So if you rub your hand here, and I wish I was able to show it to you at an angle, both sides of the doors are not even. They're actually kind of popped out a little bit, almost like they're not sitting flush. And you can really notice it right here in this gap. I don't know if you guys can see, you can actually see the green inside of there where the gap is so huge, it's incredible. And both doors are not leveled. So again, as you run your hand, you will notice that your hand literally goes up. It's hard to see on camera, but trust me, it kind of does like this on both sides when it should be completely flush on the back. And you don't get that on the back, by the way. On the back, it's perfect. It's those front on both sides, by the way. And again, I'm not shitting on the rig, guys. I hope you guys don't take that. I've owned Dodge products. I know what I was getting myself into. I did, however, had a higher expectation knowing that this vehicle was closer to $90,000 and that they would take their time on the fit and finish and try to make it a little bit better. We are spending a lot on these cars. And I've never done that to myself because I set a higher expectation that I knew was not real from Dodge. That's the reality, right? And maybe it's not Dodge. Maybe they have the structure in place, but the people that do the quality just did a shit job. Seriously. It could be as simple as that they have the right product. They have the products the way they're lined up, but the people and the quality, the people are actually reviewing these vehicles before they release them out to general public. They are not doing their job properly. Comment down below on anything you've been noticing on your rig. Again, I just called out, and maybe you guys are gonna start to notice some of the things I'm noticing of how loose that rug at the bottom. I mean, it's moving all over the place, guys. And again, I don't know if glue is supposed to put it down. Another thing I noticed underneath here is there's these screws all the way down here. I really don't know what these screws do, but what I can tell you is some of them are just loose. I mean, this thing just, look at this thing, it's spinning. It's spinning. And some of them do that, and some of them are on really tight. I do not understand why some of them are loose and why some of them are tight. And these screws really stand out. I don't know if they're made out of aluminum or if they're just metal because they're gonna rust. It just seems kind of weird. I've never seen this on the Charger or the Challenger Hellcat, where they're like literally screws, like regular screws that you would buy at Home Depot. Green at least, to color coordinate so they don't, I mean, they want you to see them. Maybe that's the way it was built. And if that's the way it is, then that's the way it is. But I just find that kind of odd. They're weird screws. All right, for the next part, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go underneath the car real quick so you guys can see, and maybe this is normal. Again, a lot of these things could be normal. They just seem abnormal to me. I'm gonna go underneath the rig and I'm gonna show you guys something around the exhaust. Extremely odd to me, but I would love for you guys that own a Durango SRT or have a Hellcat, maybe you have the same things. And that's just the way the rig is. And I think that'll make all of us in here or on this vlog feel a little bit better that we didn't get, you know, a weird rig that should never came out of QA/QC. So let me go down underneath and let me just show you this. It's unnoticeable, but there's two things around the exhaust that just shouldn't miss. I don't know if I want to blame this on Dodge, kind of do, but you could also maybe, you know, blame it on the people. They're not doing their job to do the right quality before they release these cars off the train. On the exhaust, you will notice this exhaust pipe right here has a nice gap here and a nice gap. It's not perfectly straight because this side over here is way wider than this side, okay? However, if I jump to the other side, what do you guys notice with this exhaust? You see this huge gap here? And I mean, this is literally touching this over here almost. And that's the way the car, I haven't messed with anything here. All right, so that's one thing right there. Again, I would imagine the quality guys are looking at the exhaust. I mean, they know car people look at this. This is like a big thing. You guys follow me? It's not like and it sticks out. You guys can see that this part over here sticks out right here evenly. You see the rim here? It sticks out right there. You come over here on this side, there's nothing. I mean, it's in. It's not even sticking out, guys. Like, it's in somehow. And again, this is coming straight from the factory, but then kind of weird. If you guys see on this exhaust over here, and here's the bottom of it. You guys have never seen the bottom of a Durango. It looks quite sophisticated. I didn't get the spare tire, by the way. You guys will notice that on this side, there's an actual clamp for this exhaust. However, on that side, it doesn't exist. See this? No clamp. I mean, just literally totally missing. I don't know what this is. I don't know why it was added. I don't know if the same was supposed to happen over there. And that's what's causing this exhaust to be completely uneven to the other side. But I've never seen this on a car. Even my Chargers and Challengers I've owned, they've always been consistent on both sides. And you can see it's not because, well, there's some kind of exhaust or something coming differently than the other side. Guys, they're the same. They are literally the same. So there you go, guys. Those are some of the things I want to share around the quality. You can call it a bash on Dodge. I call it acceptance. However, I'm a little heartbroken because I spent a lot of money on this rig and I expected at least quality to be a little bit higher on a vehicle that's expensive. But I'm disappointed. Am I gonna return it? Hell no, I love my Dodge Durango. It doesn't take away from the 710 reasons as to why I bought it. It does taper the mood, right? It does say, man, you spend all this money and you're getting a product that doesn't live up to that type of money or quality. When you relate that type of money to other cars, you know, a Cadillac, a Lincoln Navigator, Yukon Denali, their qualities are gonna be 10 times greater than this, but they're not gonna have the power this has. Right? Does it suck? Yes. Yes, it does suck. However, you guys people are actually missing the Hellcat logos on the back of your seats. You might actually be quite lucky because that makes your cars extremely, extremely rare. Besides that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the content. I wanted to share this with you guys. If you can, make sure you hit the thumbs up, share, turn on your notification button, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace out.